Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. So, y'all, if you're not hit the follow button, make sure you hit the follow button. When you do, you never miss a moment to rewire the way you think. Let me tell y'all the importance of hitting the follow button. When you hit the follow button on this podcast, what happens is that when a brand new one drops, you get the alert, right? And then once you get the alert, that's your reminder to go listen to the podcast episode. I know a lot of times, a lot of us got so much going on in life to where if we don't have a reminder or some type of mechanism that tells us to go do something, we just clearly don't do it. And it's kind of funny, y'all, because for myself, like my wife is like, "Hey, I forgot to take my medicine yesterday, and I keep forgetting." And I'm like, "Was that an alarm?" And she's like, "Why would I set an alarm?" I was like, "Because it'll remind you to take it." And she's like, "That won't remind me to take it. It'll just be an alarm going off." I don't know about for y'all, but when I set my alarm and it goes off, I usually remember what it's for. And so I think it's very important that you hit the follow button. That way, when the brand new one drops, you'll get the alert. But y'all, today on today's episode, I want to ask a question. This question is for myself, and this question is for you. Now, I wish that this was an interactive podcast so y'all can call in and answer this question as well. But unfortunately, it's not. But the lucky thing for you is that when I post these episodes, I usually post a comment within the episode body, and within the body you can answer the question yes or no, or you can always email me for more details, right? If you want to answer a question, you want to elaborate a little bit more, email me at jewatk1@gmail.com, and I'll email you back saying, "Hey man, that was a good story. Hey, I like that comment, that was great." So but anyways, y'all hit the follow button. But the question today is that what are 5 facts about yourself that people don't know? Right. And again, this question is for me and this question is for you. Right. I feel like that once you understand things about yourself, it helps you with growth. Right. And some of us never even thought about 5 facts about ourselves. And so when you ask yourself this question and you find those 5 facts, if you have them, then you can be like, "Oh, I learned something new about myself. I forgot when I was little, I was in an earthquake." I know that's extreme, but still, it's just stuff like that. It was just great to work with, and the reason why I thought about the earthquake is I was like, "Hey, tell me something about yourself that I don't know," right? Because we had these little work partnership sessions with someone that was on the team every month, and it was more like get to learn, know someone from a different perspective. And so my question I always ask who I was partnering with that day is like, tell me something about yourself I don't know. But that's why this question is very fitting for myself, because we used to do this, like I said, at my old job. But list 5 facts about yourself that people don't know. Fact number one: when I was 3 years old, I had open heart surgery. Yep, I had open heart surgery. Y'all, I had a right ventricular defect is the correct medical term to use. My sister just asked me a couple days ago, like, "Hey, what type of heart surgery did you have?" And I told her because my nephew had some issues, and the doctor just wanted to know like the family history and all that good stuff. So she hit me up saying, "Hey, what issue or what was your heart condition that you have?" It was like it was a right ventricular defect. I remember that my mom told me that probably when I was an adult, when I turned I think 18, 19, because I wanted to know like, hey, what type of heart surgery did I have? What was wrong in my heart? What was going on? And how did the doctor fix it? Well, just so y'all know, I had 2 holes in my heart. I was born that way. They sewed one and they patched the other. And ever since then, I have not had any issues with my heart. I've been to the cardiologist a couple times. I've had a couple EKGs. I had a couple echocardiograms and all that. And nothing from my heart surgery has ever caused any issues for me going forward. So I've been good. I've been working out. I've been physical, play basketball, go for runs, do a lot of physical stuff. No issues with my heart. So thank God for that. So that was fact number one. Fact number two: I have 5 adult children. I have 2 biological children, and then I have 3 bonus children. I married my wife probably about 11, 12 years ago, and she had 3 beautiful kids. And her kids, since I got with her, pretty much have became my kids. Funny story. My daughter just turned 23 the other day. My wife's daughter we're speaking of. But she was like, "Hey," she goes, "I just realized you've been in my life for 17, 18 years. You came when I was just a kid. You taught me how to ride a bike. And I think it's time for me to start calling you dad." And I was like, "Huh?" because I never told or requested that my wife's kids call me dad. I'm like, hey, if they call me dad, they're going to call me dad when they're on time, when they feel like it. But it was never a request of mine. None of that at all. Right. Even though I played the role as a father for them, I never made it a point to say, hey, you need to call me dad. That's just not fair to do to children, at least in my opinion. And if you're someone that has done that, shame on you. But anyways, that's another episode. But anyways, yeah. So my daughter told me, hey, I want to start calling you dad. I'm like, hey, yeah. So that's great. Call me dad. We both had our little tearful moment. There's little emotions behind it, but we're both excited at the end of the day because we're both moving forward in my parenthood and in her fatherhood for me, for her. So that's fact number 2. I got 5 adult children. I got two biological children of my own, and my other three children are my bonus kids that my wife brought to the marriage. All right. Fun fact number 3 about myself. What do you want to say? I've had this podcast for 3 years. I first started out podcasting. It was Health and Nutrition was the very first podcast, and the name of the podcast is called My Two Cents on Life. Life spelled with the Y. And there's still episodes out there. If you go to Apple, if you go to Spotify, and you type in My Two Cents on Life, it's gonna pop up all my episodes I had. And and this probably doesn't surprise a lot of you all because it doesn't surprise me. I still get downloads on that podcast. People are still listening even though I haven't recorded an episode since 2021, 22, I think it was somewhere around there, 2022. But I've had this podcast, I've had this podcast, Fast Forward Mindset podcast, right after I finished that one, I started doing this one. So, but the point I want to make is I got another podcast out there that I originally started, and that one was on health and nutrition, kind of the same thing, mindset, but it was health and nutrition. So if you want to go check it out, go find me. I'm out there, James Watkins, My Two Cents on Life. So that's fun fact number 3 about myself. I got 2 podcasts and probably working on a third. So, fun fact number 4. Y'all, I've been working in corporate America for 20 years of my life. I've worked at finance companies. I've got I've managed a collection department before, a collection site. I was an assistant vice president. I worked at one of the 3 major banks, and I managed servicing. I managed bankruptcy, deceased, SBA purchasing, SBA servicing, SBA originations. I mean, I've got a plethora of small business experience just working in corporate America. And like I said, y'all, I've been doing that for 15, 20 years. As I do the podcast, I actually still work in corporate America as well. And so, y'all, that has been like my number one thing, my number one money maker, my dream chaser. Corporate America has been my thing. And I feel really good about where I am within corporate America because I worked my way up from just an entry level position all the way up to a mid level management position, just managing a department. And so I've got a lot of experience with that, and I've came a lot of way with that, and I'm still building on that career as we speak. So that's fun fact number 4. Right? Fun fact number 5. What's number 5 gonna be? Number 5 need to be something interesting. I'm on my second marriage. Got 2 kids by 2 different women outside of marriage. They call it outside of wedlock these days, but yeah. So I'm on my second marriage. My first marriage, wouldn't say it was a bad marriage. It was more like one of those things where I had to learn a lot in order to appreciate another marriage. And it was just that, my first marriage, I made a lot of mistakes, said a lot of things I shouldn't say, did a lot of things I shouldn't do. And I wasn't equipped to be somebody's husband at that time. I had too many internal confidence issues, internal insecurity issues. I had family issues that I had unresolved. So it was just a lot of stuff that I had internally as to what made that marriage not be the greatest. Now, I'm not blaming all those issues and saying that all those issues what made the marriage go down the drain, because it takes 2 people to ruin the marriage, and it was definitely 2 of us ruining the marriage together. But however, I am saying I do understand now that I played a huge part in that marriage going down the drain just because of my past issues that I had never resolved. I'm happy to tell y'all today I have resolved a lot of those issues in my marriage in now. I've been married to my wife for 12, 13 years, and we've been together for 17, 18 years. Like I just shared with y'all, her youngest daughter is now 23, and now she calls me dad. And yeah, it's been a successful marriage. We haven't had any major issues, and if we did, we resolved them, right? And that's what relationships are all about. Relationships are all about finding someone that you can actually build with and build forward on, right? Because relationships, two people in a relationship continue to grow, right? I'm not the same, like I'm not what I was yesterday, today, right? I'm not who I was a year ago. I'm not who I was 2 years ago. And in order for your marriage to work, y'all got to grow individually and also grow together. But a lot of times in a relationship, one grow and they go that way, and another one grow and then they go this way, and they end up going opposite directions, and it just causes the marriage or relationship to expire, right? But when you in a relationship with someone, y'all both love each other the same amount of love, then y'all both want to go in the same direction. It's kind of funny because me and my wife are both Pisces. And if you look at the Pisces symbol, they're going in different directions. One is going this way and one is going the other way. Well, that's exactly how me and my wife is. She's a Pisces that floats this way, and I'm a Pisces that floats that way. And so, even if you with someone that has, you guys are the same, what do they call it, same birthday or same, I can't remember the name of it right now for the life of me, or whatever you want to call it. But just because you with someone that has the same birthday or same time doesn't mean y'all gonna be 100% compatible, but it doesn't mean y'all cannot be compatible as well. Like I said, y'all Pisces flow this way and one Pisces flow the other way. And so that puts you on two different pages sometimes, but we have made it work. We have came together. It's a mutual agreement amongst us. We conversate, we talk, we understand each other. And because we do all those things together, we're looking and learning and growing together. So, y'all, those are 5 fun facts about myself. Now, what are y'all 5 facts, right? And you don't have to share those with me if you don't want. But if you're willing to share your 5 facts, send me an email. Like I told y'all, it'd be very interesting for me to get, emails from this question that I posed today. That way I can, know a little bit more about my listeners. That's always fun for me to know about my listeners, right? And if you're willing and you're brave enough to come on the podcast and share those 5 things, great. I'll have you on. Again, send me an email at jewatcat1@gmail.com. Yeah, it's been great. I'm glad I was able to share 5 interesting things about myself, and I hope it helps y'all understand who y'all listening to behind this mic. Hey y'all, I'm not hard to find. I'm on IG all day. It's Fast Forward Mindset Podcast. Y'all, if you have not followed the podcast, make sure you do so. When you hit the follow button, you'll never miss a moment to rewire the way you think. Go check out my website. It's www.rewirethewayouthink.com. If you're having thoughts of suicide, thoughts of hurting yourself or someone else, please don't hesitate to call 988, which is Suicide Prevention Hotline. Hey, y'all, I'm Coach James. Let me help rewire the way you think. And as I always say, if your monster doesn't make you money, it's costing you way too much. And that's my 2 cents in there, y'all. Peace. Thank y'all for listening to today's episode. And remember, don't rewind your life, fast forward it. Until next time, keep moving forward. Hey, y'all, I'm Coach James. Let me help rewire the way you think. All right, y'all. Peace.